What up, what up? Welcome back. I'm your host, B. Ryder. It's my co-host,
J. Bell.
and this is
Final thoughts.
Today's topic is, should you go for the women that like you? And today we have a special guest, our good friends, Don. He's going to give us some input on his thoughts. So let's check it out.
What y'all gotta understand is, when a woman likes you, she's highly interested in you, and she's gonna make it easy for you, right? A lot of dudes are sending me DMs like, what if a woman is playing hard to get? Does she like you? No. You know what I'm saying? What if a woman is challenging you? Does she like you? No. You know what I'm saying? If she likes you, bro, she's gonna make it easy for you, period. It's gonna be the best kind of experience you ever experienced. The woman that doesn't like you, the low interest chick. My definition of a low interest chick is a chick that just don't like me. Like, that's my definition of a low interest chick, period. She don't like me. Now, could you raise a woman's interest? Yes, you could. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not doing it. Now, if a guy hasn't reached his, you know what I'm saying, his high value potential, you know what I'm saying, if he feels as if he's not at his pinnacle yet, and he feel like, you know what, maybe I do need to raise this low interest chick with game and stuff like that, and maybe it'll work. And then more power to you. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. I don't recommend you doing that because, for one, you're going to be doing two things. You're going to be proving to this woman and convincing to this woman on why she should talk to you. You can't make a woman like you. It has to be genuine. The arousal, the attraction, it has to be genuine. It has to be like, ooh, because she can tell within the first 5 to 15 seconds, right, that she likes you. She can tell within the first 5, 15 seconds that she don't like you. Period. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be convincing and proving yourself to a woman who doesn't like you. She doesn't want nothing to do with you. You're wasting your time. Because there's a woman out there that you might have to do that with. You're running in circles. And you're literally playing her game.
So, Steph is cold. What do we think about his take on this topic? He had a whole lot to say.
I want to ask Don, should you go for the girl that go for you?
In some cases, yeah. Yeah, I think you should go for the girl.
In what case, though?
Which case? Because the video, he said always.
Yeah, it's just a strong
well,
word.
you should never always do
anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Never always.
Never always.
Never always. Wow.
Never
always. Working absolutes over
Never
here.
always do anything, but always be doing something.
Or anything.
Yeah, that's a nugget for y'all.
That's right.
Yeah, in some instances,
like
if you find attraction to the person that finds attraction to you, then I say yeah, go for it. But if you don't find attraction to them, then I probably wouldn't go for that one.
Why not, dog? You can learn to, you know.
I mean, you can learn to or deal with being unattracted to somebody because you may be attracted to their personality. Because when you first meet somebody, you don't know what they insides look like.
Right.
I know a lot of people think it's what inside that count, but
if she like you,
it's
you
the law
get to
of
find out what her insides are about rather sooner than later.
Well, see,
True that.
Well, the problem with this going for whoever likes you from a man's perspective, most women don't shoot their shots. So, you got to pick up on the real subtle cues that
The eye wink.
Or she's staring at you from across the room, or you know how ladies do or whatever. And she may be into you, or she may not, or whatever. You got to pick up on those subtle hints, unless she outright offers you, herself or whatever. But
yeah. It's kind of weird because it kind of like, it sounds like always going for the person who likes you it seems a little like
safe.
It's very safe to the point of like I don't. It's almost sounds like fearful.
Yeah.
At this point, if you're only going for the women who like you, or even always, it's kind of like you're fearful of rejection from women that you feel like don't like you.
Yeah, I mean, I get that aspect, and I want to say this. It feels, when you get something that's just like requires little to no work, the reward, that feeling of reward isn't like there as much. Now, when you like put in some work and you're like, ooh, I done finally slayed the dragon, conquered and stand on top of the mountain with the flag, you feel some sense of accomplishment.
True.
And I guess that's kind of sort of like how society has like wired men to be, to like go after and pursue a woman. So like you do get that, well, if you do get her, you get that feeling of achievement,
there's a satisfaction to it.
Yeah, it does, and it feels good. I ain't gonna lie.
But on the flip side of that, the devastation of
loss,
putting it, like the guy was saying, you put in so much time and effort to try to win over this lady or whatnot,
right,
or man, whatever you're into,
right.
and then you don't get to reap the benefits. You just lose time and maybe money and
right.
It's always a gamble. That's the way I look at it. On either side of it is like, well, I got this person that I'm not attracted to. I'm wasting their time because I know it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you like, I'm really attracted to this person. I'm trying to make it go somewhere. But you just don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if she likes me, but
you gotta go see.
Yeah.
Another thing I think we should look at, as far as this is going, we should look at availability. Like me being a 5'7" heavyset male, you know what I'm saying? My options are,
you kind of skinny.
I don't know. Little chunky here. I'm happily married, by the way, but I'm just speaking in general here.
Yeah.
But me being a 5'7" chunky male, my dating options are, a little restrained, as opposed to being 6 whatever the most females generally want, slim build or muscular build or whatever, and tall guys or whatever. So my options are much smaller than other people. So accepting the ones that accept me would be beneficial, of course. But I would also like to say that in the world we live in now, that finding people that are into you, you can use dating apps, you can use people that are into the things you are into, and you can
right.
Yeah,
more
you can access a lot more people than you used to could. And
shoot, they actually got an app where
like
women
like
choose you. I think
it's
it's
like
Bumble
Tinder and
or
stuff,
something
like
like
Bumble.
that.
That's the one.
Yeah, they get to choose you.
Right. And then so if it's that route, then you get to actually weed through which ones you don't want, or which ones you willing to accept. Always.
Which you should, because like the guy in the video has been like, swipe right on all of them, B. Like, nah.
all of them ain't getting that. Nah, that's not.
That's unrealistic.
if you're actually trying to do a relationship, you
with purpose,
should be goal oriented in your search, obviously. But if you just out here, giving out the philanthropy penis or whatnot, then it's just, hey, if that's what's going on,
and
that's what's going on, then accepting what accepts you will get your numbers up.
Yeah. That's what it kind of sounds like. It sounds like more of a, I don't know how old the dude is. He kind of comes off as younger. Yeah, a young guy.
Yeah.
So that's what it sounds like, but. Yeah, it kind of seems like a numbers game. Like, if you're trying to get your numbers up, go for the women that already like you. And if it's a numbers game, that makes sense to do, But if you're trying to, like, meet people and build something, or, start a family, or possibly get married, or just, meet somebody who you are genuine about and actually like, then that may not be the best tactic to use. You know.
Yeah, because I don't think you're getting all of what you want out of the deal.
No.
That person likes you, and they're getting everything they want out of it because they getting the attraction, they getting the conversation. Because some people are conversationalists. They getting everything that they want out of the deal. I said something.
The bingo card.
But you may not be attracted to that person, so you're not getting attraction from it. You're not getting the effort that you would put into somebody that you're attracted to. It's just not a real win. It might be a W on paper, but in your heart, I don't think that's a W you want. That's just my.
Now, I think that pertains more to the physical meeting and greeting as opposed to the, like I said, the app selection or whatever, because you can get the win out the app, but if you just have to meet who's around you, then
Right.
I agree wholeheartedly with what you just said.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about him saying that if a woman can reject you upon meeting you in the first 5 minutes, then she knows if she likes you in the first 5 minutes? You feel like that's true?
I feel like his play on the word like was a little off, than what most people would think like is. Like, you can like how someone looks, but you definitely don't know if you like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, emotionally like.
Attracted. I think
is that what he was talking? Is that what you thought he was?
I felt like he was saying like them as a person. You know
right.
What I mean?
They don't know you.
But you don't know somebody.
Yeah, he did say that, like, they don't have to get to know you to like you.
Yeah.
Right? They don't have to get to know you to be attracted to you. Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do think they need to get to know you to like you. Like, what are you liking at this point? It's not me, because you don't know
what
me.
it is.
Looks, swagger,
Appearance.
just
status, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
It could be things like that, but
and it was like convincing. I guess he didn't like the idea of convincing women that
you're worthy.
Yeah. That they should like you.
Tough. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Like,
I feel like we do this already. Like, this is like how it kind of works, Like, you're not just by stopping and talking to somebody. It's almost like, do you have on like a good smelling cologne?
Yeah.
You like how you feel like that's going to attract her to you if you smell nice. Then it's kind of like you're convincing her to like you, right? You have your hair done, you shaped up, you looking good.
Yeah.
Are you convincing? Is that part of you convincing her to like you? If you really wasn't trying to convince anybody at all, take all that shit off. Go off raggedy, no cologne, wear your boxers.
You know how some of the women say they do stuff for them. So
oh, that's what it is. So we doing this with guys too?
I don't know if guys.
do that.
See,
you doing this for you?
I was thinking the same thing, bro.
I don't want to step on nobody's toes.
No, step on toes.
But
step on toes.
Some guys may be on that. I don't know. When I get shaped up or whatever, it's for the benefit of the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to,
I want y'all to
trying to be looked at.
I look.
Yeah, I'm trying to be looked at.
From the female persuasion, that's what you're trying to attract.
Right.
And it feels good when you get that attraction. Like, so it's a weird dynamic that we have when it comes to that, like what you brought up, because women will say that they do it for them. I actually think they're doing it for other women. Not in a sexual way, but to be keeping up with the Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
That whole girl, you looking good.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, you got a nice little, I think they call it a wing or something. They compliment each other on that. Or that's a nice Brazilian Eve or something. Yeah.
So for them, they do it for each other, and I guess for guys, we do it for them.
Yeah.
I think most things that guys do are for women.
Yeah.
Whether they high value men. I know y'all got a whole deal with that, but I think guys get their high value up to deal with the women aspect of it. The cars they drive and the clothes
getting
they
the
wear
car,
and everything else. Because otherwise, we would be just trying to impress other men, and that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like think about it. Like you got the dude with the sound system. it ain't a whole bunch of dudes that's around his car. It's women, especially if they put on like some bounce music. You see them tooting that thing up. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole bunch. And that's what it's supposed to be like. It's supposed to be you and your crew by the car that got the sound with a bunch of women. That's just how it be.
Yeah. So either way,
we're not doing it for the men. We're doing it for women.
Either way, whatever you're doing, you're trying to impress women.
Yes.
So it's not like it's lame to hold a conversation with a woman and see what she like, what she's into, what you're into. If it matches up, y'all could kick it, change numbers later, whatever. Like, because part of our daily lives is impressing women. That's, you're not getting your money and getting your life up just because you want to impress the guys and take fellas out. No, we know that with all of this luxury comes women.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I can't say nothing. If it's the facts, I mean, I can see that they're gonna probably have some women that be like, we don't do it for other women. Sure. Okay, so why? And I would ask you, okay, so why you don't do it for men? You single and you want a relationship. You saying all the stuff you do, you're not doing to attract a man? That doesn't make any sense. But we in a different age.
Very.
They can say what they want to say.
INDE. Yeah, independent woman age. All of that.
Yeah. I don't know what, because he showed like a pimp in the earlier parts of it, and I was just kind of like, why would you get like dating advice from pimps? Like that's not what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to like understand the women that they're dealing with and trying to make, trying to capitulate emotionally to the women that they have relationships with.
Yeah.
That's not what they're trying to do. They're more on the manipulative side and doing what benefits them in the long run. So I don't know why we would take advice from a pimp.
Like, I mean, if you're trying to be in that lane, then
should we just be
accepting always accepting who goes for you?
Yeah,
makes sense. As we said earlier,
that's the thing. Yeah,
it makes sense from that standpoint. Yeah. Like if you're just trying to get your numbers up, or you're trying to be in the pimp game, which I don't really know if it still exists or not. They say they moved to the internet or something like that. I don't know.
I don't be running in circles like that.
I don't know, but if that's the route you're going, then sure, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Base level, it makes sense.
Right.
But if you're looking for something standing, like something that would withstand time or whatnot, then no. You can't just accept anything.
No. You have to be happy too.
Yes.
And as far as his analogy about the job interview, like the job, like trying to get a job, you still have to go to interviews. Like you
gotta impress them, right? You gotta impress the interviewer.
Yeah, even if you go, you send your resume. You still have to interview to get the position. They don't just accept anything. Like what job do you have now?
I would be at Google somewhere.
Your YouTube, like your YouTube career. You know what I'm saying? You still have to keep your fans intrigued. Like you have to convince people to.
You gotta try.
Think you are worth something.
Yeah. For sure.
If not, then you're gonna lose every time.
True.
Before we get into the final thoughts, let me give a shout out to a black business. One of my friends, Tisha Hall, good woman. She's been my friend for over a decade now. So let me give you a little bit. Her business is called KidsKreations, and that's with a K on both. She actually doing a back to school giveaway that's coming up this Sunday. So she got book bags, paper, all the essentials for kids to have a smooth transition getting back to school, because we do have a lot of underprivileged kids that would actually take advantage of this. So she gave me a couple things she wanted me to say. It is a non-profit organization. It was formed to teach children the importance of community service. Each month, the kids that participated in the community service project, they're rewarded with a trip or gift of some sort. KidsKreations is open and booking paint parties as well. They are mobile, so they can bring the paint party to the kids. So that's pretty cool. Again, this is a black business owned by a black woman. I definitely want y'all to support her. Again, it's called KidsKreations. That's K's on both. And her name is M. Tisha Hall. So I just wanted to put that out there. So
check it out. Support our people.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Yeah. So final thoughts. In this situation, I could kind of see where he was going with it. You know, disagree on a lot of the execution of everything, is just because like there's nothing wrong with trying. I don't think if you always go for what you got, you always get what you got. So if you don't step out of your bubble and try something different, put some effort into it, and who knows? What do they say? Shoot for the stars, you might land on the moon. You know, I'm not saying that you should take all of your time and only go after 9s and 10s because that's what you want. Like, you know, you can be reasonable about it, but make the effort. You know, put in the work. Become a better conversationalist.
I think it's aim for the moon, and you'll be amongst the stars. But
you know,
either one.
Final thoughts.
All right.
Either.
My final thoughts is that if you're dating intentionally, it requires you to be happy too. Everybody that come at you with interest isn't necessarily gonna bring forth that happiness that you might be looking for within someone else. Now, of course, you of course need to be happy with yourself and be in a space where you can be vulnerable, with another person. But you do have to have the attraction. You do have to have the conversation, and y'all might have to share values. Everybody's not going to have that, so it's unrealistic to even say always take in those people that's trying to give you interest. I think you have to be selective. You know, I think it's imperative that you are selective, because this is the person that you may potentially be spending the rest of your life with, and you want to make a good selection when it comes to committing yourself for the long run.
True that.
Don, your final thoughts?
I guess I would like to say that I think it would be a marriage of his points and our points. Actively seek out people that are willing to accept you for who you are, definitely. But always seeking out somebody that likes you. You may never know that. At the same time, what if the women took that advice and they did the same thing? Then you would never get anybody, because they wouldn't come at you, because they wouldn't know, because you're not coming at them. So I think, like I said, actively seek out who likes you, or who you can build something with, or who you like. It's a catch-22 on all of it. So
bars.
Thanks.
Well, thank you guys again for tuning in to our ramblings. I want to thank Don for coming out and spending some time giving us some more insight into his world. We'll probably be seeing him again in some later episodes. We got some other guests coming up as well.
Absolutely.
Definitely stay tuned for that. Don't forget to check out KidsKreations. Please support our black-owned business. You'll be seeing a lot more of them too on our channel. And I'm B. Ryder.
I'm J. Bell.
And this has been
Final Thoughts.